Welcome back to At Home with Roby. Trent, did we get some new music? What?
Kenny speaks.
Kenny
DJ listens.
Sturgill, come.
Goodness gracious. Drop the bass, Sturgill.
That was
I like
awesome.
it.
I feel I'm ready to
It
go.
livens it up. It's a little more
It
fun.
does. So do you
Segment
think we have
3.
you're being critical of our intro songs. You think we need to mix it up
No,
a little
you
bit?
got to keep your listening audience on their toes.
You think
Hey, we-
TJ's listening to you?
I think TJ
Listen.
listening.
Just listened.
But he listened that time we had talked about crisscross. Remember, he had jump.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
our intro.
I've had that CD in my CD player ever since.
Daddy Mac gonna make you jump.
And I wear my pants
I was
backwards.
about to say that. I was like, this pants on backwards?
As Clark Stewart says, wear my pants too tight to put them on backwards now.
Hey, that ain't
Making
right.
fun of my tight pants.
That is
Got your
right.
tight pants on. Isn't that what Will Ferrell
You don't
does?
seem like a skinny jeans kind of guy.
Nah, but they're a lot skinnier than they used to be.
He has a lot of, we call them mediums shirts.
I don't wear skinny jeans. I like stuff
shirts.
that fits me a
He
little
likes to rub it
better.
into fat guys like me. I'm just kidding.
If I can interject for the listening audience, I do a fair amount of stuff like this. Nothing is as much fun as coming in the studio here.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
you got this.
Appreciate it.
This is so much fun. So for people that are listening and think the wheels are falling off, this is great. This is good fun.
So I'll tell you,
It's who we are,
the
man.
funny thing is, this morning I trying to get this house finished up. So I tried to get up at 6 o'clock and go take the dump truck and load a load of dirt on the dump truck. I called Bobby, who's our labor superintendent, last night. I said, Bobby, where's the tractor? Where's the dump truck? He's like, what are you doing, boss? I'm like, I'm getting up at 5 in the morning. I'm gonna go load of dirt. He's like, I'll get Ron to do something else if you're gonna have my dump truck. I said, no, it'll be back by 7:30. I'm gonna get one load of dirt. And I drive my son around on the tractor a little bit, but it's been a while since I've graded, scooped dirt, and dumped it on the truck. I mean, it's like let's call it 25 years since I've done that. I used to be pretty good at that. And the first load I get up, I got to make sure it gets over the bed of the truck, the high sides. And I dumped it. I dumped like half the bucket back on me on the tractor. So I got about 3/4 of the load, took it back. I said, I'm paying for this. And I called Bobby. I said, the heck with this, man. I said, I got to take a shovel back over there to shovel the dirt off the top of your tractor. And he laughed. But the funny thing is, I wear my old breeches. Those are my work pants. And they're so baggy. And it's like,
That's what cost it.
I used to think they used to be slim.
Did you get them there used to be a store called Britches. Did you get them there?
No.
I got to tell a funny story on you, too. I was working at late one evening at 7:30 at night, and here's horrible racket of something hitting
last week, right?
Hitting a bunch of rocks. And I walk out, I'm like, what in the world is going on? And Trent's in a backhoe with his son, who's 2.5 years old, just slinging rocks everywhere. I mean, it's just going nuts.
And I
behind the
promise
building.
he was grabbing those sticks.
His
and,
ear-to-ear smile.
dude,
Man,
he
was having a
is
ball.
rolling. And I'm like, man, I'm probably
work
costing our company $20,000 by messing everything up. But my son is getting to drive a tractor around the yard with his daddy.
At 2.5.
A lot of value in that. So, I don't know.
Well, folks, we're here with Kenny Smith. We're talking a little bit on the second segment, the last segment. Go check the podcast about the redevelopment and what's going on the Independence Boulevard corridor. And there's also another big vote. And I think it's like the brunch bill is the code name for it, where adult beverages can now be served on Sundays. And we talked about the economic impact that could have, of course, during Panther season and stuff around events that are on Sundays. That's a pretty big deal, Kenny.
Brunch freedom. I jokingly said the other day, I imagine
Freedom
William
Drive.
Wallace and Braveheart raiding down freedom at the end of Braveheart. No, this is a great economic boost for our local small businesses. Restaurants can now serve a mimosa or a Bloody Mary or a glass of wine at a brunch. And I jokingly call it the complete brunch experience. But now for the PGA Championship, Jordan Spieth just won the British
huge.
Open. It is
Yeah.
going to be absolutely electric in Charlotte the second weekend in August. And now if you're at the course early, you'll be able to, if you'd like to have a beverage, you can get one. If you're going to go to brunch before heading out there, a friend of mine jokingly said the other day, Mother's Day will never be the same because now you can have a mimosa.
Be a little
at
more
brunch.
rowdy.
But the big thing is this is going to give restaurants,
Right.
small business opportunities to boost sales, which will help servers put more money in their pocket, which will help people renovate their houses or do
Right.
whatever. And I mean, it'll be
Trickle down economics,
trickle
right?
down economics.
I mean,
And it will be for Panthers game now. Uptown is somewhat dead, and I don't have a tailgate spot, so when I go to the Panthers games, I'm usually in and out. And with something like this, you could go up to somewhere uptown and
Sure.
have a brunch and have a bloody for the game or something.
That's cool. Now, you said the state passed a law to allow local municipalities.
So you opt into it, and Charlotte decided to opt into it. Huntersville's opted into it. I think all the towns have now opted into it. But there may be areas of the state that don't, and that's okay too. But for an urban area like Charlotte, this was a great low-hanging fruit for a good economic boost.
That's great.
Yeah.
Business owners are excited, I'm sure.
The restaurant
they
business,
make a
tourism
living.
industry.
Tourism. I mean, I think
excited.
Wrightsville Beach might have been the first one to actually
And,
go over.
And when I did a referral for this, or set the wheels in motion for this, American Airlines had posted a little thing on my Twitter feed saying, now when you're flying the largest airline in the country through our great airport, it enhances their experience as well. And honestly, that I was thinking more about the restaurant business.
Yeah, you think about
that for on a game day, really. But you're not thinking about some of these other areas that are helpful. So folks that are passing through Charlotte, if they want to have a Bloody Mary at 10 o'clock, they can.
Man, I'm telling you one thing. When you go through that airport, I don't care what time it is. That place is rocking
yeah, if
and
you're going
rolling.
to be a bartender, that's
It's
the place to
rocking
be. Goodness
and
gracious.
rolling. We flew through there twice last week.
And
It's
someone
great.
told me
I'm
it's like
proud of it.
$9. So that's what I'm told. It's like $9 for a beer at the airport too. So they are.
Who told you that?
I just heard that through the grade. I mean,
Kenny
I wouldn't
Smith
know.
told you
I wouldn't
that.
know firsthand, right, Kenny? We'd never do something like that.
We flew through. My in-laws had their 50th wedding anniversary 2 weeks ago.
Congrats.
So
Wow.
we flew out. They had a little party for them, and we flew out. It was a quick trip, but it was. I hadn't been to the airport in a little while, and it was humming.
It
It
is,
was
man.
absolutely humming.
It's great.
It makes you feel good about what's going on in the
we get
city and in the world.
We get about $16 billion of economic activity originates out of the airport. And think about the people that live in Charlotte because they can get anywhere in the country or the world
It is
they
pleasant.
want to.
Quick.
And you want to talk about, in addition to the growth of the banks and the good work Mr. McCall, Mr. Crutchfield did years ago, having that airport helped. I mean, that was a very under appreciated asset.
Not from the Roby family and the Hastings. It's not.
No.
We love the airport.
That's right. If you go drive by it every day.
I mean, it's
right
actually
now.
affecting us though because of the growth. It's
Right.
like a double-edged
It's in
sword.
Boulevard.
Because my church is 267 years old, and having to face. I mean, it's
and we're getting complaints
you
about
know?
flight noise. I mean, there's a lot, but I mean, we're a growing city.
you got to deal with both sides of that coin, right?
You do,
That's
but
the deal.
I heard from somebody at the airport that they employ 100,000 people in and around.
Wow.
I mean, and so that's
Sure.
everything that goes into it. But I mean, a lot of people's livelihood depends on.
With just
on that.
us, I mean, even our livelihood. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, Roby Electric, we've done a job for the FedEx office out there. And this past weekend, we replaced the main breaker for the U.S. Postal Service out there. So, I mean, it affects our livelihood as well. It's good industry. I mean, you forget about just thinking commercial airways, but you have all the freight that's coming through as well. Well, Kenny, we got about a minute and a half.
Yep.
Someone told me you're running for mayor.
We're running for mayor. We're, I believe, Charlotte deserves better. We are crisscrossing the city, and we are talking about creating safe streets. We are talking about creating jobs and economic opportunity throughout the city, and having the necessary infrastructure to become a 21st century global city. And our message has been well received. We've got a lot of momentum and a lot of enthusiasm behind our candidacy. The election's on November 7th. And encourage everybody to go out and vote. Primaries on September 12th.
So how many hours of sleep are you tallying a night?
Not many.
I mean,
And I've gotten into a bad habit. Every once in a while, I'll come home late, and instead of waking up my wife, I'll go to the guest room, and I've started letting our 11-year-old dog sleep up there with me, and my wife, Bridget's about to kill me. She's 11, you know? And so she loves it.
well, we talk about this all the time, Kenny. Trent and I both have tremendous support staffs at home. Our wives are both great. I'm sure Bridget, your wife, has got to be a saint to deal with this 24 hours a day.
24 hours, and if you think I talk too much politics when I'm with you, I mean, try sitting at our house. I mean, I think there are times like this, that commercial with the referee. You know, I'm just chewing her ear off trying to explain some issue, and she's like, Kenny, all I want to do is read the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Leave me
brother.
alone.
Cool. Well, Kenny, it's been fun. Thanks for being on here. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all having me anytime. I look forward to coming back as mayor.
Thanks for your time for our city.
Great.
You're listening to At Home with Roby. We'll be right back.